नमो विघ्न विनाशक विद्यादायक वीर गणपति नमो नमो बाल गणपति नमो नमो शुक्लांबरधरं गणेश मंत्रं नित्यं नित्यं जपो जपो नित्यं नित्यं जपो जपो नित्यं नित्यं जपो जपो. Thank you. Thank you, teachers. Good morning, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our director, Mr. Sampath Kumar. He is not there right now. He will be joining us shortly. Our guest of honor, Mr. Akshara Davle. A big round of applause for them. Our principal, Mrs. Kiran Shankar. Our executive director, Mr. Kidz sir. Our cognitive psychologist, Mrs. Chandra ma'am. She's also our parent. We welcome you down there, sir. A big round of applause, please, parents. Welcome, Chandra ma'am. As you all know, we are gathered here for today's seminar on good parenting. Raising children is not that easy. I'm sure you all will agree with me. Yes? Good parenting focuses on the overall health and well-being of kids, on the here and now of the child's life, and on raising kids who are successful in their life as they mature and become adults. To that end, good parenting approaches kids with love, warmth, and acceptance. Healthy parenting means nurturing the whole child, attending to physical, mental, social, emotional, and intellectual needs. A definition of good parenting acknowledges that parenting is both an art and a skill. While good parenting doesn't mean perfect parenting, that's impossible, right? It does mean that parents do their best to interact positively and respond to their kids' needs every day. Every parent's best varies from day to day or even hour to hour within the same day. What's important is that a parent has a child's best interest at heart no matter what. Good enough parenting has its own time and place. Today's workshop will help you guide our children in the right way. It will also help you to discover your child's true potential, increasing your confidence, acquire new skills and strategies. Learn more about our child's development and improve our relationship with our child. I quote, there's no such thing as perfect, so just be a real one. Thank you. Now I will request Chandra ma'am to give a brief intro of our guest of honor.
Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce you to our today's guest of honor, Mr. Akshara Damle, founder of Mano Samvada. He is a TEDx speaker and a psychologist and has worked with clients across the globe. He is an expert in establishing harmony at different levels, mainly personal, family, and workplace. Being an NLP practitioner and having undergone many certifications, he has also been a trainer and a coach. Through Mano Samvada, he has been able to create an impact and bring transformation at individual and group level across the various sectors of society. He has been invited as a keynote speaker at several national and international conferences. Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, to name a few. Live a life of freedom, empathetic, leadership, and conscious parenting are his signature coaching program that has helped entrepreneurs, leaders, professionals, parents, and people from various walks of life. He has been facilitated with social impact, Corona Warrior Award 2020 by Samskruti Pradhana Foundation, Bangalore. He is also the author of 4 books and a columnist in evening newspaper. To have, he is also an amateur pedagogic classical musician. We welcome Mr. Now I request Mr. Akshara Kandesa to take over.
Thank you so much for the kind introduction and also warmth that has been given to me. And welcome. Yeah. You can use. Everybody, is this audible? Shall I? Shall I? And let's keep it. Hello. Hello.
It was tied here, sir.
Hello. Then I can continue.
Zero one two.
Hello. Hello.
Sir, sir, call cut. The call cut.
No problem. I can manage. All right. So shall I speak in English or Kannada or mix it up? How do you want it so that I can do both? Which is the preferred language? English? Okay. Fine. No problem. So today's session, I'm so glad that all of you have taken out time on a weekend and have come to this session because unless we understand the implications of parenting and give the best to our child, it's not possible to raise the child in the best way, right? And every parent will have this aspiration to have their children to perform in the best possible way, but there are certain nuances or implications that we all have to understand so that we can make them to go in their responsible way. In the sense, I'm mentioning this word in their responsible ways because every child or every individual is unique. So that is when we can give that specific nurturing for the child, that's when it can go better. I'm sure most of you have read enough blogs about parenting, enough WhatsApp groups about parenting, enough Facebook groups about parenting. So I'm sure you have read enough literature about parenting. So I'm not going to repeat the same thing because I'm sure you all can talk better than me about everything that is available in the literature. Okay? So I being a psychologist, I look at mostly the internal dynamics that happen within ourselves. So the today's session is not much about handling the child, but handling ourselves. Okay? Because I'm sure you know very well about how to handle children, but then many times what happens is somewhere we go wrong and that gets reflected in the child. A very simple example I would give you, one of the cases that I was handling. An 8-year-old child was brought by his mother saying that ಮತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಕಿರ್ಚಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. I said, okay, I listened to the parent first, of course, because she's the one who has brought the child. Then I asked her, can you sit a little away and let us talk to the child, because the child was comfortable. So then I asked, what's happening to you? How is the life? What is wrong with school? And one important point that I make is, every day I get up to a loud noise. And the noise is the child will be the mother and the father. How do you expect them to be peaceful? The problem statement is with the child, but problem lies in the house. And it is very natural for somebody to wake up with a lot of irritation, isn't it? If there is a lot of noise happening right in the morning, which should be peaceful, that is where the problem begins. And that is where I started thinking of developing this for, I mean, you might have heard that term on-shift parenting. That is something that I developed after listening to these kind of cases, because it is, the problem doesn't lie with the child, but with the parents. Because of whatever the reason, but it gets reflected in the child. And then we start blaming the child for it. Correct? And in fact, in my therapeutic practice, I am somebody who is an expert in a therapeutic technique called inner child healing. When I say inner child healing happens to, as an individual, when we grow over a period of time, we will have varieties of experiences. Okay? Maybe good experience, bad experience, negative experience, etc., etc. Now, every experience creates a meaning to us. Right? Right from, I mean, you might have heard or learned about this simple learning technique called classical conditioning, where you give some reinforcement so that the response is repeated. Right? That is what we do often. A lot of it. Indeed, that is a simple way of reinforcement. Correct? When you give the reinforcement, the child will repeat it, provided it is happy with the reinforcement that you give. If it is not happy, then it will still be showing the crankiness. Right? So, in that way, as a child is growing, depending on the experiences, you will have different needs, and it also develops certain behavioral patterns. I'm saying simple thing. I'll give you a very, very an example of an example. He's an IRS officer, also a doctor, but came to me with a complaint that I'm not getting sleep. I'm an insomniac. These days people use these brilliant words, right? So insomnia. So I said, okay, and which is also from Bangalore Medical College, supposed to be one of the best medical colleges in the state. So I asked her in the beginning itself, how many doctors have a cancer? He said, couple of my friends were psychiatrists, everyone has given me this, but I still do not want to depend on the pill. Okay, great. Then I asked, how many YouTube videos have you watched to understand how to sleep well? He said, I have gone through all of them, right? Because it's a year long, or she is going through it for a long time. I said, how many blogs and literature have you read? He said, most of it. But still, I'm not able to sleep. This is the real challenge. How much ever you know, whatever needs to be done, like, okay, you have put on your gadgets by 9 o'clock in the night, you have started reading books so that again that is something that is generally referred, and you have also drunk milk so that it helps you to sleep better. All these things have been done, still she is not getting to sleep. And then I went on understanding how it, again, I wanted to understand if she has any other worries with the husband, is there any conflict? Oh, conflict, because her husband is also a bureaucrat, but happily married to each other. So there is no conflict or issues over there as well. What is the issue? If they hope at there is no worry as such. She is happy with her work, she is happy with her life, everything is going good. Still there is no sleep, and it is more bothering. At least if you know the cause, you will make peace with it. Okay, and these are already other person in the particular. Now, if you do not have that, that is when it becomes more daunting, right? So then I did this, and then we went to the issues, and then I request her to the childhood. Then we see what important factor that contributed in this whole thing. That is, she comes from a middle class family, and when she was 2.5 years old, she had a younger brother. And because there was not enough space on the cot, parents decided to keep the younger child with them and separated the elder one. Saying you see, separate it because there is no space in the cot. Logical? Parents are absolutely right in doing this, isn't it? But as a child, which is 2.5 years old, she wanted the warmth of the parents. Right? Generally, the separation happens when the child grows to 8 or 9-year-old or 10-year-old, when the child is able to sleep separately. But this separation has happened at the very tender age of 2.5 years old, and since then, again, that too, she was made to sit at a distance in the same room. So she said, I used to go and cling to the feet of my parents to get that warmth. Still, I was not getting. And my parents used to keep me because they were getting irritated with their sleep. They were not understanding the requirement of the child. And from there, she has not been able to sleep well. And she said, it is there from my birth because this traumatic incident had not remained in her head because generally we are trained to suppress our emotions. Correct? Whenever there is a negative emotion which is bothering us, we end up suppressing them. Once we heal this wound, since then there is no complaint of sleep from her. That means that she said, the next day she texted me saying, I slept like a baby. Right? So this is something that we need to take care. And one more important information that I would like to give here is, one of the parents was a principal in a college. So just because you are educated or just because you are in a very good position doesn't mean that you will be able to understand anything and everything happening in the world, specifically with your child. Right? So that is where I am talking about the psychological issues that may occur in the child, which we have to be mindful. That's why I'm calling it conscious parenting, where you are conscious about what is that you're doing and what is happening with the child. Right? So before moving on, I would like to answer one question. How many of you are French parents? The first time that you have. How many of you are seniors? In the sense you have already one side and you have another. I'm sure the first side is always more excitement, and second side is like, okay, I have one more. Okay? This is what happens with many parents. I'm not saying the same case with you all. And naturally, the first side gets lot of attention in the house. Sometimes second side doesn't get that same kind of attention. And if you go through psychological studies as well, generally the eldest one, I'm sure many of you are also one among in your families, elder ones are the more responsible. You might have seen Rama Lakshmana numbers responsible. Even then, Rama was the most responsible side. Correct? The notorious one is the youngest one. Where since now we have only, generally most of the houses have only 2 children, you will see the responsible one and the notorious. Correct? Now, again, this is something that you all need to aware, and when the second child is born, first child starts feeling jealous, then you have to take care of that, all of that. But, I mean, these are something that we all know. But another daunting issue that we have is the mobile addiction in the current times. How many of your children are facing this issue? Or you feel that your child is already addicted to the mobile phone? None of you? Wonderful. Because I have seen children say 5 or 6 month old children, they do not even know to talk, but if they have to eat something, they will ask like this. Get me the talk. Correct?
We don't call
Get
it.
me.
We don't call it as addiction.
Okay, you still don't call it as an addiction, but I have already started calling it as an addiction. How many of your children are spending more than 20 minutes of screen time? Let me ask more in a different way. Because I think the addiction part was heavy on all of the children. So how many of your children are spending more than 30 minutes with the screen? Raise your hand.
Yeah, then they use it. If you take the food, okay, just keep it out there.
Okay, thankfully they are keeping quiet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, most of the children will fight for it. Correct? If they are keeping quiet, you are the happiest mother. Right? So, this is another problem that is occurring among most of the youngsters. And how do we resolve this problem? I have done something about it.
Like there is really just public thing. Actually, I have
Ah.
every time starting similar.
Okay.
So I just watch it.
Okay. So in US there was a study, and it said that most of the children have lost their kindness to the enemy, balance to the enemy to using of fingers, and they are masters only with their thumb. Right? They only know to swipe, nothing else. Touch, swipe. Generally, swiping happens with the thumb when you are a child, right? Later on, you will use all the time.
Handwritings are not that.
Absolutely. In fact, this was the case in US long ago itself. When I was a child, my uncle happened to be staying in US. So he used to bring his children here on a yearly basis, right? So we used to see their handwriting, I mean his children's handwriting, they were not really good. And then we explored the reason, because then itself they were using computer in their education system. So the children were expected to type and finish the assignment, not write and finish the assignment. So then itself their grip on the pen had gone down, and now it has completely gone. We are in the same transition process where our children are slowly losing their grip with the pen, and in the coming days, it's going to go completely. And in fact, when you are asking, if you ask the child, why don't you write, then they will say, why you type? Right? And especially now these tabs and this kind of come, the children also want to write on the tab, not on the page. Correct? So these are the changes that we are seeing, but at the same time, what another psychological study says is that up to the age of 12, there is no need of exposure to any of the electronic gadgets. Rather, it is better if you avoid electronic gadgets up to the age of 12. And we are exposing them at the age of 4 months, 5 months itself. Now look at the impact on the child for all these 10, 12 years, which should not have happened. Now, another question may come, that other children become appear smart when they use these gadgets, while our children are not doing so. A very practical question. I'm not saying it is something that we need not be bothered about, because children may feel different, or children may feel inferior when other person is doing so. So, I will give you a very small example with the understanding of language. The reason why I asked, should I speak in English or Kannada, is because I have got a decent level of proficiency in both the languages. Right? Similarly, again, I'm not against English as a language, but many children are getting used only to the language called English, but not their mother tongue. Right? And this is again another story that happened in my hometown. I come from a small town called Sumia, near to Kidz, right? It is 50 kilometers down from Madikeri. Now it is a city, but when I was growing, it was still a small town. And what happened apparently, one of the relatives from Bangalore, whose child is learning in some English medium school here, had come to the village. And this child was very proud that he can speak in English, whereas that child was not even able to speak English. It didn't know English because in their curriculum, English starts at the age of 5th standard, right? So this child went and said, I know to speak in English. What about you? The other child looked at it and it could sense what this child was saying. Of course, not literal meaning of it. The child said, ನನಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರ್ತದೆ ತುಳು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಮಲಯಾಳಂ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ರೈಟ್ ನಿನಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಒಂದೇ ಬರೋದು ನನಗೆ 3 ಭಾಷೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಸೊ this is how you can build resource in the child just because the child is missing one skill which is using of mobile phone you can make the child aware of so many other resources your child has so that child can still be confident in front of others while without feeling any kind of inferiority with the other side. So this is something that we really need to build upon in our children. While other parents may be committing the mistake of giving the gadgets or doing something wrong with the child by giving whatever they ask for, you may be empowering your child by showing what are the resources that it has. Ability to speak, ability to dance, ability to sing, ability to narrate stories. These are all capabilities that most of the children should have, but it's missing. Many houses have become silent deaths because the children are also silent there. Right? Many times you cannot even recognize that a child is existing in that room because it is busy listening to something that will be helpful. So there is no noise at all. Correct? So recently I was also in a school training the teachers, and teachers were complaining that they become very difficult to handle the children. Children are making so much of noise, and they are always active. So then I asked only one question: isn't it the right of a child to do all this? It is your inability which is making you to feel overburdened. But as a child, were you all active? Of course. At least now it is, now it has become more constrained for the urban development. I'm sure if you any of you have grown in villages, I'm sure you have climbed the tree, jumped the things, etc. You have done all of that, and now the current children are not getting such opportunities. That will I was so happy to see this tree and also the tire tied to it, which ensured to me that children are made to climb the tree. Right? So that these are the skills which are missed out among the children. At least they do not have the fear of these kind of things. But this says now children are not given these kind of opportunities, and hence a new terminology or new disorder has evolved over a period of time called ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, which most of the psychologists, as being a psychologist, have been kind of apologetic about my fellow psychologists because most of us label the child ADHD so easily just because the child is very active. Right? It is the inability of the parents or the other elders to handle the child. One. Secondly, the child naturally has a lot of energy, which is a very good thing. But the problem is it is not getting exhausted because it is not getting enough time to play outdoors. So then naturally that energy has to be utilized somewhere, right? That is when children start doing some or other thing. And we start labeling it as ADHD, which is very, very wrong. I'll tell you another story of another client of mine. She was from Delhi, currently staying in Bengaluru. And she was labeled ADHD from biggest of the psychologists and psychiatrists because her uncle happened to be a doctor for my prime minister. So he was having a big network of doctors. So he ended up taking her to the best of the psychiatrists and psychologists. And she was labeled ADHD. And from then, even at the age of 30, 35, she was still labeled ADHD. And whatever she did, people will always be showing pity towards her than understanding what is that she is going through. Where since she was labeled ADHD, many people had taken her for granted and also taken her advantage of ADHD and abused her very badly, which had created the trauma in her, which was coming in a different dysfunctional background. So something that we have to be mindful of is, let us not label our children with ADHD because they are active. We call it as hyperactive because we are seeing extra activity because we are not getting exhausted as well. Trying to engage children in a lot of physical activity because that is something very, very essential for the overall development of both the mind and body. Right? I'm sure it is difficult sometimes when you are working, you have many other responsibilities, and in case if you have an elderly person at home, then that may become a little burdensome. But once you do this in this lifetime, that is when you are ensuring that your child is growing in the best way over a period of time. Right? How does your feeling burdened with parenting when is there anyone who feels burdened or stress or any of that as a parent? Because generally it is said that once you have a child, it is a 21-25 years project. Okay? It's a 21-year-old project. How difficult it is. Isn't it? Huh? It's a lifetime. Oh my goodness. Huh? You are already, if it is a daughter, you are already handing over the responsibility to the mother-in-law. Okay. So, how much you feel burdened or stressed about the idea of parenting? Anybody?
Sometimes when there are countries and we have something urgent important meeting,
Yes.
that's time.
That is when it becomes little burden. Elsewhere, anywhere else, any other time. When you have health issues, take up with you. Anywhere else.
It's a combination when we are the most tired and they are most active.
Yeah. You have reached home with a lot of tiredness, and the child comes with a lot of energy, mother or father, with glittering eyes. Right? And in such cases, if by any chance if you discourage or disappoint the child, that's the most disheartening thing that the child can have. Correct? Recently, I was in a relative's place, and so the child is very friendly with me. So he asked me, shall we prepare churmuri? So I said, fine, let's make it. His father had gone out for some shopping, and his father had gone to bring the elder daughter. She had gone for the coaching. So I said, okay, let's make it. Then we search for something to the night. I do not go to their house very often. So the child is say 6-7 years old, so he has decent idea of where the things are kept. Then we started searching for tomato, onion, etc., etc. But then we didn't get this, what do you call that? Puffed rice, right? Then I called his father. Then he said, your son wants this, so can you get this? So everything happened. I saw the vegetables, everything was almost ready. We were waiting for the puffed rice. Something happened in the traffic. His father was irritated. And he got the puffed rice, but he got irritated. He was sitting in the room. And I prepared and mixed it up, and then I asked his son, go and call your father also. Let us all sit together and eat. And this fellow went. Father was so angry for something else, and he slipped on his side. This boy ran towards me and said, look, I'm going out. I'm going out to play. I was surprised. What happened? This man and this young man wanted this thing to, with a lot of passion. Suddenly he's saying, I'm going out. And I didn't hear the scream, and he was going to leave her house. So I asked him what happened. He said, oh no, I'm going out. Like, what happened? No, no, my father is very angry. I don't know what has happened. I am going out. Then I said, okay, hold on. I will father, there is any concern. You sit and eat and then go. Anyway, I will pick it up. If you keep it for long, then we can. I feel there is another concept. Yes, I'm sure. Very good. Okay, then happily the kid ate. Then I asked the father later on, he left the playground. Then I asked his father what happened. Said what happened? Because by the time father came to me, he was normal. He had, he had put out all his, vented out his anger. They asked him what happened. Then he said, nothing, what happened? Then I narrated how fearful the child was with an interaction with his own father. That too about a very small thing that the child had only gone to invite the father to sit with it and eat. That's it. The father didn't even have to carry the child. Right? Still, the father had expressed so much of anger to the child that child had got kind of frightened so much that he didn't have the idea of eating to the father anymore. He just wanted to run out of the house, stay calm, and make peace with himself. And I think it's probably sure that after a while things will be organized at home and then come back. This is a coping mechanism that the child was expressing. So these are some of the things that we need to be very, very careful because many times we need to try a scapegoat of all the stresses that we have in our life coming from other places. All right, one more issue that I would like to discuss. A father of a 15-year-old daughter had come to me saying the daughter is not at all studying. She has become so arrogant and she has started talking reverse to us. I'm telling these stories because whatever the mistakes these people have done, let us not make them. Right? That is what they said. No, instead of committing mistake yourself and then learning, it is better to learn from others' mistakes and learn for yourself. So this person had come, and both the parents had come, and the daughter is 15 years old. The daughter is still aggressive and not ready to study. And bringing her to a psychologist was a very difficult task because, as you know, going to a psychologist is not a happy thing, right? It's not like going to an ice cream parlor. And people always feel that they will be labeled as something like sick or mad or whatever. And hence we will not really comfortable. Even the adults, even the very, very educated class also have this kind of stigma towards mental health. And so the doctor was also not ready. So they said there is a career counselor who wants to guide you further because anyway you are in the 10th standard. So just meet him. So she spoke to me, and then she realized that psychological counseling is happening to me. She is a smart girl, not some, she could sense what is happening. So initially, I also had to talk about career in the beginning because the father had informed me that I could only bring her by saying a career counselor. Of course, later on, I got into the issues of what is happening, but she was not able to speak. And I said, okay, we may have a follow-up session. But later on, I sat with the father and asked, what has really happened? Then I asked one more question. Do you think, was there any issue in the parenting style? That's when he reflected and said, probably yes, I think we committed certain mistakes. And he elaborated further. That is, one of the mistakes that we committed is they come from a village near to Sicily, Psychologist. He said, we were deprived of a lot of things because I came from a very poor background. I struggled with all my life and became an engineer. Thankfully, got into a very good corporate life and earned well, established a house. And I made the decision then that I will not let my child go through any of the difficulties that I went through. The idea is really good, but at the same time, the problem that he created for, or they created, rather, the both mother and father created for the child or themselves is by giving anything and everything that the child asked for. In fact, the child was already a 15-year-old child was carrying an iPhone, wearing an Apple Watch, and I don't know if she carried a MacBook, and I mean all the previous models, right? So that is the mistake that the parents did, that they ended up giving anything and everything child asked for, and now the child wants everything big, and it is not even concerned what is the difficulty with which parents make their livelihood. In fact, there was a beautiful experiment that was done in Japan, wherein the children were shown the videos of the parents in their workplace, how much they toil to make their livelihood to give the better life for their children. Because children take it for granted. Children do not realize what is the hardship behind getting things on time. Even waking up early in the morning and making them wake up and then get them ready and then send them to the school has a lot of effort in itself, which children do not recognize. I'm not saying you start talking about it, but at the same time, it is also required to make the children understand there is a hardship behind getting everything. There was another very beautiful experiment that was done in US to understand this another concept called delayed gratification. Wherein the children were given, I mean, what is a marshmallow? There is a corporate something like marshmallow, right? I think the children, like I didn't have the luxury of having it in my childhood. So I recently tasted, I think 1 month before I saw marshmallow, how does it look like? So marshmallow was kept in front of the children, one marshmallow. They were made to sit separately and couple of them were made to sit together. And they were instructed that you sit with it and until we come back and give you the instruction further, you're not supposed to eat. Okay? So this was the task. Now, this children are sitting in front of this marshmallow, experiencing so much about it, right? This is like Manga Upwas and our traditional song. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಇಡುವಾಗ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ the same thing happened there also, where children were so much interested to eat, but only few could hold on to their what's the desire to eat it. So whoever could hold, they got the second one, which was also instructed in the beginning. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಡೋರಿಗೆ ಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ನೀವು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್. If children couldn't hold on to it and they ate. Right? But then the interesting learning from this experiment is that always delayed gratification. And if you delay whatever you are giving, then it is always best for the child, because child understand that there is an effort to be made to get what you want. Otherwise, if the child gets the meaning that whatever I ask for is delivered immediately, then he doesn't understand the hardship. So always practice delayed gratification so that child understands that there is a hardship or there is an effort that needs to be put so that he can get it. Then, one more aspect that comes to my mind is how do we manage the behavior of the child? Right? How do we manage the behavior of the child, or how to make it happen? Generally, this is one common problem that I've seen among many parents, that the parents are not together in terms of certain decisions. Suppose a child asks for a toy. Okay, you have, child is asking for a toy, and he comes to the mother. Generally, children will put the application with the mothers. There are very few cases where the application goes directly to the father. Right? Now, application goes to the mother, then mother says, ask your father. Or if the mother is already in acceptance with the application, then she will say okay, or then sometimes she will say no. Now the problem happens when the mother says yes and father says no, or father says yes and mother says no. Right? When they are poles apart with a decision, that is when all your children are very smart. So they know how to play around. If mother is saying no, then it will go to the mother and show a very sad face and say, look, Papa, this is something that I really want. Can we get this for me? And father will go back with time to decide and he will get it. And this is how children play between the parents. And at the end of the day, father and mother start fighting because the issue has been created for the child. So one common a suggestion that I always give to the parents is you always be together in whatever the decision that you make. In the sense, always tell it to the child, we will discuss together and then come back to you. Then first thing that the child has understood is I cannot play around because my parents are together. And in case when you if it is possible that you may have different opinions. One of the partners may feel that it is okay to give this to the child, whereas the other partner may feel, no, we should not be giving. So have a discussion, have a detailed discussion. And whatever the decision that you make has to be together. If you are saying a no, say a no. If it is a no, or sure. Or in a timeline that maybe by this time we will get it to you. Correct? And if it is yes, we a complete yes. So that children will understand that if it is a no, then it is a no. Let me not play around and negotiate. Still you can give the space for negotiation. The child may be given the space to put its emotions or thoughts in front of you, but you sit together and solve the matter. Otherwise it becomes like an tennis sport, right? The child comes to your court and the spouse's court, and then it becomes a game. Instead of making it a game, you stand together and then deal with the child. Then that is the best possible thing to happen for a child. Correct? Then when you are making this to happen, then there is always a good behavior that you can inculcate in the child. And secondly, one more thing that I always suggest for most of the parents, I'm sure children are still young and may not be able to go to this level of sharing. But I always suggest parents to nurture this culture in the house where you share your emotions with the children and children are also allowed to share their emotions with you. There is a small difference from whatever the practices that you may already be having. Like all the parents generally ask what happened in the school, who taught what, who were there in the school, etc. It's something that you generally ask. So I'm not talking about that. I'm saying, say in the evening, if you can take out 15 minutes of time, sit together, all of you. It's not the dinner time. Generally, this is also something that happens. Dinner time, everyone sits together. No, I'm not talking about that. Without having anything, sit together and share what are the emotions that you felt throughout the day. Like whether you were happy, whether you were stressful, whether you were agitated, or whether you feel like drugs, or whatever the emotion is, start sharing them so that children also learn these verbatim to share their emotions. Otherwise, many a times we are teaching the children to say, whenever somebody asks, how are you? The children are taught, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you. Correct? That is what the children are taught. But what I'm asking you to do is let the children share whatever exactly they are feeling. If you're feeling scared, let them share it. If you're feeling angry, let that also get expressed. If you're feeling happy, let that be expressed. So when we allow them to express their emotions in the right way, that is when you are creating a very safe space for them to express anything and everything that is happening. And this becomes a very good space for them when they reach adolescence, because that is a very turmoil stage for every child. And if this kind of space is there with the parents, if that kind of openness is there with the parents, then naturally the child will start sharing whatever the turmoil that is going through, so that it is easy for you to handle at that point of time. So whatever I'm talking is all about laying a good foundation right now when you are sending the children to this kind of beautiful kindergarten, so that you are solving so many possible problems that may occur if you are not taking care of it. Right? So it's not just about handling child for today. As I told you, these are 21-year-old projects. So you have to take care of the result that you're going to get. Then what is the immediate action? You should have a short-term plan as well as a long-term plan. That is right. You can make the parenting a very beautiful one. One more advice or solution that I always give. Generally, once you have the child, everything revolves around the child. Suppose you want to go to a restaurant, you will think whether this child is drinking. Of course, it has to be thought about, not saying no. But whatever the plan that you make, you always think about the child and then plan. But then, with this happening in your life, somewhere the partnership between you and your spouse is getting mixed out somewhere. You become only the mother and father and not your own. You lose your individuality and you lose that time that you spend with your partner, which is also very, very expensive. Because the moment everything revolves around the child, that is when there is nothing else left in your life. So please take out time from your children. You may arrange for your mothers or fathers, grandparents of the child, or maybe for a day you can create a community as well. If they're all parents of the same school, you can create a community among yourself, so that if one couple want to go out for a day, you can leave them in the other parent's house and children will stay together and they will enjoy. Correct? This kind of system can be created in the school, so that every parent or every couple takes some kind of break from the whole idea of parenting. This is something very, very essential. In fact, earlier during the joint family days, at least somebody else used to be there so that they would take care. And children wouldn't mind to go to Shikama, Shikapa or Atte Mama to get their things done. They didn't need only the father or mother to do it. But currently, since we are all living in our nuclear families, we do not have any other substitution. Correct? That's why the health issues also become very problematic. Because whether you are suffering from fever or anything else, you have to do the job. Because nobody else is there to do that. So that is where the problem is. So you can create this kind of community so that your children can stay in another place, and also many parents are having this kind of resistance to send their children to other parents or other houses. But I would always suggest send your children to other places. That is where they learn all of social skills. Right? All these plans should happen. Children should fight about their toys. I will not give this, I will not give that. All these things should happen. That is why they will learn to share, they will learn to give and take. All these things will happen. These are all the processes that they, of course, they learn in the school, but they also have to learn elsewhere as well. Because many times, if you have a single child, then it creates a kind of territory of its own. In the house, the child will have its own territory, and even parents are not allowed to enter. Correct? These kind of things happen. And currently, the children are also so conscious about their privacy. Correct? Earlier, there was no concept of privacy, everything was an open book. But now, the concept of privacy is so strong, and even for the children, that becomes very difficult to include into that space. So I always suggest make children to be there in other places also, so that they can learn, and at the same time you will get some breathing space. It is both healthy for the child, healthy for the parent. Otherwise, there is a kind of fatigue that can happen, after which you may start showing it on the child, which may impact the child in a negative way. So let us, like we always make a schedule, isn't it? In the day-to-day schedule, many times people put it so close to each other that there is no breathing space, there is no rest at all. Morning 6 o'clock, wake up, prepare breakfast, do this, that, then send the child, then go to work, then have so many meetings, and then catch the bus or come home, then prepare the evening snacks, etc., etc. The whole day is start. There is no time to rest. I'm sure even teachers many times have the same kind of schedule. And that is where it comes, and that gets reflected on the child. Sometimes that gets reflected on the partners. So everything can happen. So please make sure that you have enough time to rest. That is also equally important. Otherwise, the regulation part, when the regulation part misses out, then it may become exhausting, and then it may have many other health issues also. In fact, recently a lot of people are going through these some of the rare diseases. In fact, you might have heard about some of the people going through myositis, right? Myositis is a rare disorder where muscular tension is being lost. This is not a new disease. Before that, we had many other diseases as well. Something like fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is another disease where there is no medication for any of these diseases, right? And another problem called irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, generally we call it as, right? All these issues are coming primarily because of stress. And we fail to recognize the stress that we go through on a day-to-day basis, and we try to cope up with it, right? That is what we have always been taught. Be strong. Correct? Whatever the situation be, you become a warrior and fight it out. But we have not been taught to become vulnerable and share. Look, I'm going out of work and feeling overburdened. We have never taught these kind of things. So that is where we need to take a back seat and see what is really happening. Like we always say that before going to a war, you should have a proper preparation. And while you are also in the war, you should sit back and see what is really happening in the battlefield. That is when you can become a victorious person. Otherwise, what will happen is you may lose out a lot of things because you have not taken the right strategies. Right? So, some of the how many minutes I have?
45.
Oh, I can search. Great. So, I have a simple formula that I currently use for parenting. This is called a symphony formula. S stands for sense of belongingness.
Is it visible to all of
Yeah, so this is the symphony formula that I have created for parenting. Let me explain one by one. Yeah, the first statement says sense of belongingness. Every child should feel that they belong to the family. Now, you may ask, How is it relevant? Maybe in your families this may not be the case, but many a times children are finding it very difficult to go back to their houses because they do not feel that they belong to their family. So please make sure that you are creating that sense of belongingness so that the child can come to you anytime, whenever that is going through any kind of challenges, be it with the friends or be it with the classmates or anywhere. Whatever happens, there should be a sense of belongingness to that. The child thinks there is something where it can fall back. The second thing, yield to the child reflexes. This is what I was talking about. Whatever you're giving to the child, let it be based on the consensus among your child. The parents have to be together in whatever you're giving or not giving. The end of mentoring. Mentoring is something beyond what we do in general. In the sense, generally we make the child to learn things or do the homework, etc., etc. Apart from that, mentoring is a very different process where you teach the child something, then allow it to experiment and let it fail. In case if it fails, if it becomes successful, great, no problem. It is fantastic. But in case if the child is failing, allow it to fail and then teach again or play again. Generally, what happens is our kind heart wants so much if the child is failing, then you end up doing something. Correct? That is what happens with a lot of project works. I'm sure if you have intelligent children, you will definitely know you become the rescuer for your child and you end up doing all the project work for them. Correct? So, allow it to fail. That is one of the important learnings that we all need to have, that if the child is failing in its early childhood, it is better than failing miserably in the life at the age of 30 or 40. Right? So let it learn through its mistakes, let it learn through its failures. So that is where I'm mentioning specifically mentoring, because mentoring is a process where you teach, allow them to experiment, let them be successful or failure, then let them come back to you. Then you coach them again, then you let them go again. So this is how mentoring process happens. So parents, I always suggest parents to be mentors for their children. So that children know to stand on their own legs, but at the same time they also know that there is somebody who can guide them to go in the right direction. Then, patience is something I'm sure all of you have enough, but still you need to have more, because how much ever patience you have with this students, right? A small anger trigger, a small irritation can also give a negative experience to the child. But at the same time, patience doesn't mean that you do not punish the child at all. This is another wrong concept many people follow. Again, I'm telling my personal perspective, not according to the right to education or the government bodies, because punishment is directly or 100% not allowed in the current education system. But from my perspective as a psychologist, I believe that some kind of punishment is also required in molding the behavior of the child. Without punishment, child will not learn what can go wrong if I behave in this way. Correct? So, while it is always right or good to reinforce child with all positive things, at the same time, there also is a need of or facing punishment. And punishment need not be always hitting or scolding. Punishment can be withdrawal of reinforcement also, or punishment can be additional work given to the child because it has not done something else. We have all faced it. Let us accept the positive aspect of punishment also. Let us not only criminalize punishment. Punishment has its own positive things, and of course, we have to use it optimally. This is another very, very important aspect. Honor your words. Now I will tell you something that many parents commit. Suppose a child says, I want to go to shopping. You will say, today I'm busy, I'll take it. The child will come back to you the next day. I will go for shopping. You say, oh my God, I forgot. Next day, child will come again. You will keep on postponing, or you will keep on giving reasons. Now, what is that you are doing to the child? You are not honoring your own words. Either you be specific and say, "See, this week itself is very hectic for me. We will go on this day." But if you have committed to that day, you should take it or you should do that. It can be simple. Drinking chocolate also can be a small thing because chocolate may not have a lot of value for you. After all, it is a chocolate. After all, it's a pencil. After all, it is a pen. But for the child, it will be a very, very important thing. Right? You may say, "Okay, today manage. I will not get manage." Or else be clear. You will have to manage for these many days, then only I will get. But whatever you say, please honor your work. That is when child will also learn to honor their. Many parents come to me and complain. Child is saying, "Oh, a lot of lies." Who read the Why? Who has taught the child to learn to tell lies? We ourselves. Because if you are not honoring the word, it is a lie. Whatever you have said is a lie. So that is where something that we always have to be mindful. That if you say or if you commit, do it. Otherwise, not even come. Nothing wrong in not coming in. But if you start doing dishonoring the word, then that is being a wrong role model. Second, the next one is optimism, being optimistic. Optimistic is not for always giving pep talk, but if the child fails or if the child has not got something that he wanted, every child cannot be the first. One child will come first, second child will come second, and the gradation goes in different way. Now, whether we have to be worried about the gradation is different discussion altogether. It's not getting to that. But whatever the child wanted to achieve, if it has not been able to achieve, then be optimistic and allow that child to make it happen. So when you create that optimism in the child, then ಇಷ್ಟು ಆಗಲಿಲ್ವಾ ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. That is enough for the child to say, "Okay, probably I am the incapable person." It doesn't need anybody else. It can take it as my parent. It should for herself is not believing in me. Then what is the point of putting effort? So these kind of questions or thoughts may come in the mind of the child. So be mindful of create optimism in the child. Then sense of R&D or innovation. Help the child to experiment. And I mean, earlier there was a very commonly given exercise or activity. And I don't know if you have come across it or not. Generally, there were 9 dots, and with 4 lines, you have to connect all the dots. Have you gone across this activity? I'm sure most of the personal development trainings will have this activity. If anybody has not done it, will they? You can experiment with this. Anybody wants to try? Who has not done it in the past? Anybody wants to try? Please. Please come. And as a trainer, you should be the one who is taking the initiatives. Please come. And try writing. Nothing wrong if it doesn't happen. Have you tried? Have you done this exercise earlier? You can learn now. So that work, it can be a combined effort. Please come. Yes. Yes. Straight lines.
So not even diagonal? Diagonal?
It is a straight line. I'm okay if it is a straight line. I'm not saying it has to be horizontal. It has to be a straight line. Four lines. 4 straight lines. How many lines you have? 1. So it is not like how many lines you have written the pen. I want the straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any other trend? Four, four. One, three, four. Okay, anybody who has done in the past, you have not done in the first place, right? You have, right? Yes.
You can lift your hand.
Yes, you can explain. Anybody who has solved this solved, you have solved completely. Right, right. I always encourage to want to try. How many of you have not done this or how many of you have not seen this experiment? Please come forward. You all can experiment. We are talking about allowing the sci-fi experiment and we do not experiment ourselves. Sorry? Yes. They have any other name? Now I give you one more. I will increase the challenge further. You have to connect them without lifting the pen. Yes. Come. Now you have to do it without lifting the pen. The same line goes. This is bad. How do you draw without lifting the pen? Right.
Thank you, sir. I'll introduce you to
Yeah, it's
Anyone else want to try?
okay, please try.
Okay. Yes. Yes. It will have Brilliant. Solved. Can you explain what you did? Maybe you can draw a separate name.
It has not told that what the points should be joined authority. You can stretch for it. So to right also recognize some extra steps. He wants you to participate, huh? And I just
Extend it.
extend it. And I'm just going down and extend it.
Thank you so much. Beautifully explained. And the message from this activity is the dots that I had plotted was restricting their thought, saying you have to play the game only within those boundaries. But the moment you broke those boundaries, the problem would be solved. So that is what we have in our activities. Right? So always promote innovation and knowledge among children. Let them solve problems of their own life or simple things with their own innovation so that they learn a lot of things for themselves. And last thing is very, very crucial, you are the role model. I'm sure you have observed that whatever the words that you use among your conversation reflect in their conversation. Even if the child is silently watching you may be thinking that the child is busy playing with its own toys, but still the child will be observing what is that you are doing, what are the words that you are using, what are the actions that you are expressing. So make sure that you are the role model. You do not use any of the words. For that matter, I would like to share one more story that in a train journey, then we had how many people try a travel and train, all of it? Yes. You might have observed a lot of noise that keeps happening, and one day a daughter and mother got into the train. And they sat in their respective seats. And while this was happening, and daughter opened a book, and mother opened a book and started reading. Else, everyone else were busy jumping, watching porn, etc. And all these things were happening. An old man, after a long time, I say one station cross, another station cross, the mother and daughter are busy reading one book, and after they open another book, they can continue reading. And then this old man asked her, all our children are busy playing mobile games. And how is your child reading so many books? And our answer was very simple. The mother was also reading the books. While most of us expect our children to read, we are busy with our phones, we are busy with our TV, we are busy with our laptop, and we expect our children to read. This is not possible because there's another beautiful experiment that was done by psychologists for Bengaluru on modeling, where they clearly experienced or experimented to see the role models play a major role on the development of the child. If you are not following this good practices, be it physical exercise or be it reading or be it any other thing, unless you practice it, your child cannot practice it. So be a role model for your children so that you practice, your child becomes a very good person in the long run. Another important thing is, since I am a psychologist, I cannot stop ourselves without talking about how to keep up our mental wellness. And generally, we are very kind of restricting ourselves to talk about mental wellness. We all talk about physical wellness. We know to go for a walk, do other exercises, and yoga, exercises. But nobody talks how to keep up mentally healthy. And in fact, unfortunately, we do not have any specific metrics to say whether the person is mentally healthy or not. And unfortunately, we are all trained to protect ourselves. Right? Even if something is boiling within you, you still know how to smile at others. Correct? So we are very good in this, but at the same time, it is very, very important to keep up our mental fitness. And how do we do that? Is another question that somebody was asking me, and then I came with another formula called REST formula. REST. R stands for reflectivity and resilience. Now, how many of us look at the mirror every day? Every one of us. And why do we look into the mirror? Why do we look into the mirror? Nobody has asked this question, not this. Self-process. Correct? Self-process is a very intellectual word. Can you tell me simple word? We want to look beautiful. We want to look attractive. Correct? So, in the same way, firstly, I will take this word self-assessment because I want all of us to reflect on our thoughts, emotions, and behavior to assess ourselves, where we are, how we are, and also look at where are things coming from. If you are feeling sad, where is it coming from? If you are feeling happy, where is that coming from? And when you are continuously or constantly reflecting on yourself, that is when you will get to know if anything has gone out of track. That is what happens now. That is when you get to know if you're regularly looking at your face, that's when you get to know if there is a picture over there. Otherwise, you will not even know whether it existed. Correct? In the same way, you all have to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Now, suppose you got to know that there is some derailment that has happened. In such case, what should we do? We have to bounce back to normalcy. That is called as resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back. Now, I would like to extend this a little more because generally we only think about being bouncing back from negative emotion. But it is equally important to bounce back to normalcy from positive emotion also. For example, if somebody is sad all the time, one day you may empathize, say they're all there with you or something, we will handle it. Second day also, the person is sad. You still say, after 10, 15 days, if the person is still sad, after part of time, you may say, okay, let the person solve their problem one day. We have assured from our side, correct? That is, and of course, it may lead to depression if the person gets stuck in the sad times. In the same way, suppose the person is extremely happy. Suppose I got an award, and I'm coming in front of you and saying, hey, I got an award. What do you do? Congratulations. Second, also I come and say, hey, I got an award. You will still congratulate because, okay, maybe the person is thinking so much about it. If I come on the 10th day, I also tell you, hey, I got an award. What do you do? So, if a person is stuck in the happiness, that may also lead to another problem, like depression. There is mania, correct? Both are problematic. So, it is important for us to bounce back to the normalcy. Now, the question is, what is normalcy? How do we define normalcy? Normalcy is defined as equilibrium of affection, behavior, and cognition. The same three components, but equilibrium of it. Now, when we say equilibrium, I'm sure how many of you are science students here? Science. Most of you. At least every one of us have learned science till next time, whether we like it or not. And till then, we have come across this term called equilibrium. And equilibrium refers to a state of balance. And here I am defining it in a such a way that you are in a place where all kinds of emotions or thoughts or behaviors are equidistant from you. Which means if there is a situation which is bringing happiness, you can feel happy and then come back. If there is something disturbing, you may feel irritated and then come back. If something is feeling anger, you will feel anger and then come back. If there is something that is exciting, you will feel excited and then come back. Again, here I'm stressing upon one more thing, that experiencing every emotion is also very, very important. Why I was giving about the example of award, at the same time it is also important. Suppose I got an award, then there are many people who say, right? They will not be ready to experience that happiness. Hey, I got an award. There is a recognition for something that I have done significantly better than others, right? We are always suppressing all our emotions. Be it happiness or be it sadness, be it anger. Even when people get angry, many people might have heard or might have seen. Especially if women are getting angry, they will break the vessels. Down.
Closing doors.
Then shutting the doors. Right? Then husband gets the message. Better you keep quiet. Never ever enter. Correct? Or husbands may show anger in different ways. They will not drink the tea or coffee, whatever is kept. They will not come for the breakfast. They will always they will do on their own work, nothing, no communication at all. These are all the expression of passive aggression. Aggression is that, but you are expressing passively without even going to that person and saying, look, I am angry about this part of your, right? Unless you communicate, what happens to the other person? They are confused and they do not want to come to the person and ask what has happened. And sometimes it may be a very small thing, but you might have got to know. Right? So experiencing every emotion is important and then coming back to the normals. Then S stands for sense of satisfaction, fulfillment, and gratitude. Not here, I have not written that. Right? I thought I had written, then I realized that I have not written. S stands for sense of satisfaction, fulfillment, and gratitude. Satisfaction refers to ability to, or you are doing your best. Whatever you can do, if you are doing it on that day, you will feel satisfied. The moment you are able to do, but you are not, that is a dissatisfaction comes into this. Feeling satisfied and being content, fulfillment refers to being content about what you have. Your child may have scored 90, be content with it. That is when you can make it 99 or 100. Not saying all children who are getting 100 are the most intelligent ones. But whatever your child wants to get it, you can still get it by being content about it and then build upon it. And then feeling gratitude about whatever you get, whatever the contribution that people make in life, that gives or helps in sharing joy with others. And P stands for true perception. In Kannada, there is a beautiful saying that Pratyakshavad Katru Pramanisi Nodani. So that means whatever you see, perceive it in the true sense. If two people are talking and you happen to enter that place, and if they start laughing for some joke that they have cracked, still you will run a thought in your head, probably they are gossiping about me. And that is enough to destroy all your life. Correct? So make sure that you perceive things as they are, so that there is no misconception or misunderstanding. And when you are following this rest formula, you will definitely get a good sleep. And good sleep is also important for better mental health. You might have observed that the day you are sleep deprived, your irritability, anger, everything is on the higher side. But if you have like very sound sleep, even if something happens, still you will be like composed. That is the thing. So that is when you will be able to handle things very well. I'd like to conclude today's discussion with a small story of a cockroach. some of you might have heard because it was running all over in the social media as well. But I thought it was important for us to revisit it once again. That is, so there was a restaurant and a group of girls were sitting there. Suddenly, a cockroach flew there. Girls were frightened. They started screaming, jumping, and running all around. After entering the cockroach, nobody, right? That's where the cockroach starts flying. If it is on the floor, still okay. But if it starts flying, then there is a still enough gets created, right? And then there comes the waiter and he patiently looks at the cockroach and its behavior and then things are under control. The message that we draw from the story is whatever the situation may be, if you are patient enough to see what the problem is, then you can easily get out of it. But the moment you become hyperactive, then things go out of control. With this note, I would like to conclude my lecture and I'm open for question and answer if you have any questions. And if I know anything about it, I am open to answer that.
Regarding the student behavior, my son is 3.5. From 2 years, what one instant I saw is his hands were very little, and he had that A2 that case in magnets with 2 letters. He wanted to catch all of them in his two tiny hands. So obviously, he did not memorize its letters. The frustrated that it's not coming into his hands, so it's the away. That is one instant. The other time happened with 12 color crayons. He wanted to hold 12 in his hand, but he couldn't. So is there frustration or fear of failure? And one thing, frankly, I studied genetics, it is from father that he doesn't have much patience. Like how he saw his problem. How to reason to make him
So does he feel disappointed that he couldn't hold them? Have you asked them? Asked him what is this? 6 in one hand, 6 in another hand. Not possible. That is also not.
Whatever you do, can have all of them there in this hand. And he cannot, obviously, he knows when his hand is tiny, he's not a crunch. And I'm not going to make an exercise. He says he can.
Okay. Have you helped him in holding it together?
I had a break, see, I still know.
No. Let him hold. Of course, he cannot be able to hold out and because his hands are tiny. You just give a support. Then he will start doing what I am holding. That's how I learned riding bicycle. My brother, I have an elder brother who taught me riding bicycle. Okay. He held from the back. That is how these days there is a balancing wheel. That is the worst thing that people have. You should not be learning bicycle with balancing wheel. You should learn while falling down a couple of times. So he held it behind so that I believed strongly that he said. And then I started pedaling it. And then after a point of time, I was riding it on my own. He had left it long ago. Right? And I was running on it in the ground. So I was so focused about riding it. And suddenly I saw in front of me and then I fell out. Because till then I was believing that he is behind me. Okay. But then that belief that somebody is there to hold gives that confidence. And then we can experiment and then figure out this one way to handle it. Right? So maybe you can try that. Instead of allowing him to understand intellectually, because you are trying to intellectually make him understand what's my hands are big, that's why I'm able to hold it. Your hands are tiny. Instead of that, let him have the experience of holding it once. With your support. No problem. Because he will be able to take that.
He wants to put it.
Of course, let him hold. Okay, I think hold. See, you give support without even solve. See what with that. Okay. Then that needs to be corrected in the sense that feeling of inadequacy. It's a feeling of inadequacy. That I'm not able to do it. I'm not able to do it. Then let me know. like ಈ ಹುಳಿ ದ್ರಾಕ್ಷಿ ಇರ್ತದ ನರಿ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಜಂಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೊರತು ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ದ್ರಾಕ್ಷಿ ಬೇಡ. That is what is happening.
Let me also give you. See, what is the age that is now the point, 6, maybe it's at all the age. Most probably what happens, children, when they come to all the age, they start imitating their elders. That is also one concept. Maybe it's trying to do whatever the parents do. We want to do other. So it may be one case, you find the reason. So you can try, make you understand. You are a kid, you have to start think of one by one. You cannot eat one cup full of rice together. You have to eat a small hand only. So that has to be taught to him initially to make him understand. This is a very step by step we learn. Otherwise, what happens when he becomes elder? I think I need everything. I think I want to understand so much. So this kind of concept not to develop the parents. So that is what we have to start. Now we still have to start from the beginning because as a parent, it's very patience of role of the mother. Teach them how to take care of small people. So it's very important how we have needs to the kid. Yeah, it's also important that children are getting convinced from parents. So they will listen to them and also really obey, follow parents' words. That is also very important. By his sense and his it's not one. So I feel sincere students. They create for classes. They will make classes. So now the different behavior in cake is smaller. It's more behavior technique is like when you ready for break time, because you need respect to them. I'm feeling that different cake and break. So what it means is that students are not responsible for that. It's very important.
I mean, this is a big.
Same procedures are going on. Paper means same procedure. They don't have to. But the difference is like the way of thinking.
I mean, Corona has created a lot of negative impact on the children. In fact, I was worried when children started wearing masks because probably I suspected this and I have seen it among many children that they have failed to face the world without a mask. Many children still continue to wear. Well, why we do not even have the fear of corona? Still, we are comfortable wearing a mask at talking, but without wearing a mask, we are not comfortable. So, in the same way, probably there is again during pandemic, even though we have kind of tried to compensate their actual classroom through online, etc. Many children have gone through some kind of trauma during that, which needs to be addressed because without that, how much ever we put in other efforts, unless and until that emotional figure that has got created, these elders will not be able to take it.
How to overcome it? Like the behavioral changes. One thing I not feeling like who cannot be a proper guidance. Like there is no friendship or I'm feeling that. So in 80 he had that. So now the thing is not my fault. I get managed. Like that. It's not being respect. I'm feeling that.
Maybe you can discuss with the teacher along with it. I don't know, you might have done it already. Because without PPT, I will not be able to tell you exactly what is the reason. And again, all speculations and trying to make that probably there could be an emotional trigger, or maybe he felt that again, many children have thought parents are at their disposal, especially during COVID. Everyone celebrated preparing with body pain, this vaccines and other things. No, so because everyone was at home, but many times children might have created a different meaning out of it. Parents are at their disposal around their job levels, sitting at home, etc. And we do not know. A small meaning can be a different factor of meaning. If you look at it, if it is a psychologist, who is sitting here, so you may take her help also in understanding what is happening there. And sure, if you can log, you can log in.
Thank you so much, Sanjay sir, for this wonderful session. Since my drawing, I have some questions. Is it right to bribe the kid to get the things done? If it is right, but
No, not at all. He's not right.
yeah, things should be, most of the time, we do parents, they do.
Okay.
Simple like, it is over.
The right that we're talking about. Reinforcement is something that is good. Reinforcement is that if you play with touch, we will go for a walk. Or we will do something, we will play together, something like that. But don't keep all the reinforcements in the form of materials. In the form of chocolate, pencil, pen. No, not necessarily. It can be only in the form of appreciation, sharing happiness, or something like that. Keep it non-materialistic also. Maybe going for a walk together or playing together. All these things are also kind of reinforcement. So, I'm not against reinforcement. Reinforcement is required. But the moment you put everything, every activity on the reinforcement, then there is no intrinsic motivation. This that is coming within to share or make the child to explore the joy of learning new things with that curiosity. So that learning itself gives a lot of happiness, right? Then it will be, it will be a long-lasting behavior in the child. Otherwise, the child will expect reinforcement after everything, and then the risk will go down. Like, for example, when I had asked for a bicycle at a 8th standard, my father said, in 10th standard, when you score well, then I will think about it. That is how we have grown up. And how much ever we may underestimate the parenting style of the previous generation, there were a lot of good things also that was existing there. Let us not underestimate their wisdom which they had, while we are innovating new methods of parenting in the current times with the dynamic changes that are happening around us. So some of the old methods also work very well. So we can still go with it.
Okay, we handle siblings and the kids. And one more thing is like, it's people podcasting they had that's self-hurting.
Self-hurting.
Like, now they become tantrum. So at that time, like, we were there 1.5 years, 2 years also. They have the non-work. So I think that sometimes. Okay.
Can I share another experiment by a psychologist? It's a very old experiment, but he was one of the pioneers in developmental psychology called Piaget. You can refer him Piaget, right? In one of his observations, because he came up with this whole developmental theory by observing his daughter. As she was growing, he started observing and noting down and recording all of things, and then he came up with theory. And in one of his writings, he mentioned this that his daughter was very calm, composed, very obedient child. One day, his friend happened to visit him with his son. And the son is so notorious. And he used to show the same behavior. He will fall on the ground and clap his hands and legs. If he wants something and he is not getting. Till then, he had not seen this behavior in his daughter. But the next day, he actually saw the same behavior in his daughter as well. Because children are so big, because she realized that he got whatever he wanted when he did it. So I can also get the same thing. If your children are showing such behavior, you can tell them, you ask me whatever you want in the right way, I will give it to you, but I will not give it to you if you do all the steps. Be clear about it. And don't get irritated when child does this. Okay. If child is banging his head, you can educate it. If you do this, it is going to hurt you and not hurt you. Because that's an indirect way of getting things done. In fact, many adults also do it. Right? I hurt myself to hurt you. It's a very wrong way. how much ever you want, you are simply slow work. I am not getting sure. But if we want something to be done, let us talk about it. So please educate the child, even the small child, even if it is not able to talk, still it can understand. We underestimate the power of ability of children. Even a 1.5-year-old. In fact, that is why I sometimes refer to our mythological stories. Abhimanyu learned the whole methodology of breaking the rule when he was in the womb. And it is true that silly child can grasp the world when it is in the womb itself. That's why in the traditional way, people used to tell the pregnant women, listen to good music, listen to good thoughts, be in a good environment, etc., etc., because that will influence the child which is there in the womb. In the same way, even if the child is not talking, the child can understand what you're saying. So be clear so that you are not entertaining any of it and don't show any kind of irritability when the child does this kind of behavior. You stay very calm. I'll tell you one of my experiences with my nephew. Not my niece, the elder daughter of my brother. She started developing this behavior of hitting. Children develop this behavior. And then what we do, when the child hits, we will act as if we are hurt. Come on, I want to. Then child will laugh and repeat it again. Correct? But then I realized this is becoming painful. In the sense, whatever she was hurting, it is not a, it was paining me. Then I tried to reverse engineering. I said, thank you so much. Then the child was wondering what happened. This man is not showing any kind of pain. Then naturally she reduced that behavior. That behavior stopped after part of time. So reverse engineer also sometimes engineering helps in addressing this kind of behavior because naturally these kind of behavior come in children maybe by imitating others, but the right framework of your behavior will help in molding the behavior. Thank you.
This work from my son. My son had a habit of shouting and crying. Just shout and cry. So
As you see, as a neighbor should see that you are in each other.
this was something that he couldn't do something. So one day what I did was I know we had to be calm. So this really worked for me. He was just crying, and I said, "Stop." I just counted people. So he said, don't look, say again. I'm counting out. He said, 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly he shifted his mood. He started laughing. So this really worked for me.
Yes.
Same experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, these are the innovative ways we can mold the behavior of the children.
And one child studying dynamics was like this big grade in 11 to 12 like it's because of painting of it. And I have light been like making sleep at early school and 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. But he wakes up early morning, 4 o'clock.
Good for him. Look at how they do this time.
I mean, it was the one thing, and I have been on the computer test when because obviously he will take me out and I have to sit with this all. I mean, in the end,
What is the time that you can get up? 7. Then make your friend also sleep accordingly. Simple. If it is sleeping at 12, then you may wake up at 8. If it is sleeping at 11, because probably the child is feeling sufficient with the sleep, whatever it is getting. Now, instead of pushing it to sleep, you may have to optimize each sleeping time and accordingly along with your range of time. Because, I mean, by making the child sleep more, we are not solving the problem. Instead of that, optimize your time. See, if you are comfortable waking up at 7, also make the child to sleep around 9:30, 10. So that child finishes with 8 hours of sleep and then wakes up. And I think the duration of sleep is very healthy for the child. So there is nothing wrong, or it is not sleeping less. It is sleeping optimally. So you may come to and you are planning within this time. Do that. But don't push your child to sleep more. I'm sure it is taking. Any other questions? Thank you so much. Yes, very wonderful being here and also answering the question and very nice participation of all of you. Probably it is difficult to speak if you have not shown this kind of beautiful response. Thank you so much and have a great parenting and let all your children have great life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable inputs. I think definitely it helped you parents. Yes? A big round of applause for Ashwara here. Thank you so much, sir. Now I would invite Chandra ma'am to give her thoughts. She will share her thoughts with us. Hello everyone and to one and all. Actually, sorry. I would like to take a few minutes of yours. See, as being a psychologist, I want to give a small message to you all. Maybe Shara has covered most of the topics, whatever you think about, smart and good time. Right? So here, I want to add one more point in that. Before going to that, I want you to understand. See, when the child is born, the baby born, we will come to a family. What we do? Most probably the parents, our grandparents, or the child grandparents, they start comparing or relating. So then, my mom and my salary salary. So in this kind of a person, vice versa in our family also. So, what exactly I want to convey is, see, when it comes to comparison, this is the main thing I want to get you to understand. So, we start comparing from the birth. What happens when we see, child is seeing like my son, the child is saying like my daughter, the alternate behavior for the newborn is very effective. Even in the mother's womb, child will have a more alternate behavior. So when it comes to little more adolescent, the comparison start developing towards the marks, towards the beauty, so towards the behavior. Real people in the developmental stages of a child, the neighbors say on that, oh, we know to, acting like that, support so all these kind of comments you can hear from your neighbors or relatives or family members too. So these comparisons will start from the level of childhood. When we come to the adolescent or next stage, marriage, I think that the comparison. What will happen? The comparison itself will cause stress on the child and stress on the parent too. So we, instead of start comparing the child, start encouraging them to overcome their abilities or overcome their difficulties, overcome their problems. So listen to them. So when we start comparing, first thing we, as a parent, you must understand biologically we have all child will have differences, individual differences. So this is one concept we all learn. Individual differences means the internal and external environment will affect the development of a child in its own environment. How will they develop? Internally, maybe like
how the answer given from the child. So these kind of external concept and internal concept. So this both the way the child will have impact on the developmental status. So when we understand this biological development of a kid, definitely a parent will not go for a extended development of parent because individual differences are there. Even though the child is like our child is from our intelligence, from our own intelligence, even though the child may develop some kind of different attitude, different kind of grasping when it grow in a particular environment. So the important factor is the environment. After the child comes to the real environment. So ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಅದರ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಭೌತಿಕ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಎರಡೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತೆಗೆಸ್ಬೋದು, ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತೆಗೆದು ನನಗೆ ನೀನು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಅವಳೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅವ್ರು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. They start thinking it's a big problem which are facing. So ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, when we get stress out after the children reborn in their behavior. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ರಿಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. Then you may need to go for a specialist for correcting all this. From the level when you growing your child, then you get itself in correcting yourself and giving proper guidelines of this behavior pattern. Definitely you will have a very success in your life. So I'm going to do small example in the body because I being a parent and also being a psychologist. So I want to give 2 examples. One is non-hand mental case. Even now I will be getting the cases as such. If you are going to who are like maybe working or who are studying parents, you are not family member either. So in that case, one to scenario I want to discuss with you. They are from North India and they want to consult with stress ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಗುಜರಾತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಿದಾಗ ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಡೈಲಿ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಶಿ is facing a lot of issue in her family. She is facing a lot of my grandmother and father. He was into a traumatic stage. So even it doesn't matter how to take care of my mother. Whenever I call her, she cries. Sunday family asking me. He has said that when I did into the counseling session, first no guy ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಗ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನೀವು ಅಷ್ಟು ಮೂರಿಂದ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರೇ ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. Instead of this, ಯಾಕೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ಗಳನ್ನ ರಿಮೋಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾಕೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು? ಇವನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕಾಲ್ over the phone, basically all together sit and discuss what the problem you're facing lately. By the time mother will take all steps and sister will. Later on, you will come to the conclusion how to handle this. So, easily, now, as a parent, we need to support them. Now, age I'm not saying financially, morally. Morally, being a parent has to be the leader of the family and takes care of it. So, every day basis, on the matter. There are the main problem with the parent. What is happening? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಮೇಬಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇರಿಟೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಹೊರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ they will also start developing the bondage, parents bondage. Okay, you are on the bondage. We get into ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ because they are interested towards their needs. I just saying that the bondage ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So instead of that, everyday basis, sit with your child, both parents, both father and mother, give 10 minutes, 20 minutes, talk to them. Leave the Instagram and very help ಮಾಡಿ. What is related to the child? Family So one thing I want to tell you, environment is the main factor which is causing or developing the changes in the child. Another one is when we start giving more pressure to the child by giving comparative way or making them ನಂತರನೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ನಂತರನೇ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಾವೇ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಆಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಕ್ಷರ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ we have to prepare it very conscious ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋ ತಪ್ಪು ನಾವು ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ತಾತಂದ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ she's also a student of English. ಅವಾಗಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ even my relatives I love this environment. I suggest them go to this taking very good education. So ಹಾಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಓದಿ her basic is very strong. She is very independent. She will do her work. She will take care of her studies. She is the seventh Sunday. How does it people I want to take this opportunity to give a small incident. When she came the marks card, then Sunday was how to say it my heart. And they came in so the Sunday marks exam actually first is she came. Why can I see as if every parent in our start asking, right? So again, the child is very strong mentally. She take it as a challenge. She will think for the next level how to overcome this or how to score well. Maybe another instance, child will go to stress mode, depression. Oh, I don't know how to do it. So these are our filter. Now, please very often. Then after 2-3 days, even she is the baby to father also about her marks. Then we go let it be. It's okay. You try your best. I will be more support for you. Wherever you want to do. I will take for you. See, it's a kind of connection for you. Then she came in the one. She developed that process for that. Same thing she did with her classmates, 3-4 of them, and started giving some kind of promise. Like they wrote in the page they wrote what are the steps to be followed to overcome this problem. Right? Maybe the scoring, less scoring, or how to improve the mathematical skills. So they started discussing in the school and they came with a letter. And she showed me, see, Mama, I have wrote a letter and all 3 of my friends have signed it. And we discussed as of now, this is a promise and this is a goal we are going to set for the next step, next test. We will be scoring good. And all my friends also have given a consent for this letter. That means they will be supporting me if there is any challenges I am facing. So 4 of them are there who are supporting me. So I am not going to question. I will take care of everything. I will take the friends and I will problem. So this is the way the children who are really intellectually strong and they case, if a child is very emotionally imbalanced or not properly improved in the environment, so what will happen? The child will go for other consequences. I don't want to mention, we can imagine what will happen. So I'm just giving you this example because the school has given a very strong basic rule and please give a big round of applause. Definitely, that is her own capability that she can develop. I want to give you a very wonderful parenting. Good luck for your future and future also. Thank you very much for this invitation. And thanks for the team. So, like, the water teaching period, taken a longer time. Sorry for that. Thank you.
I thank both Akshara sir and also Chandra ma'am for giving a wonderful talk to all of us today. And definitely agree, all the guidance do agree about the valuable insights that we have got today and how we can be better at managing our one or two children at home, right? So keeping these few insights, I also we also plan for further workshops like this. And if there is any suggestion from the parent side as to what can be given, so you can directly leave the small feedback form or suggestion directly to the principal parent, and we can plan to organize the workshops in those times also. Okay. So this will be a regular thing. So please do give your suggestions and if there is any challenges that you are facing particularly so that we can address. So probably similar kind of experience where we really have happening for many many parents will be it's just that when there is an issue or when there is a challenge that we are facing, we always think it is only for us. It is only for us. But it is mostly happening with everybody else. Right? So for example, one of the things Sir was saying about delayed gratification. So it seems like missionary because many children are so addicted to the online videos now, and it is so much colorful, so much enjoying. If there is games also are there, so it gives instant gratification for everybody, everyone. So a delayed gratification is a simple solution to develop more weight in the company. So probably that is what was takeaway from for me from today's session. And I would like to hear some kind of feedback from your side. Anybody wants to share their opinion or something that was useful for you? Personally, if you are connected, you can probably share your opinions.
First of all, thank you, Kidz, for arranging this workshop. As a parent, I didn't expect that these kind of programs also will be there in NTT. So my first experience is good one, positive one. And second is, yes, it is much needed because most parents are not getting enough time with the kids. Only my example, I am also working, my husband is also working. So my mother takes care of my son. Sometimes I feel bad that I'm not able to see him going every day to school. So it is third Saturday, school is holiday, so I don't see him going. Third Saturday is holiday time. And sometimes when I get here, I feel happy that he's going to school. So these kind of things that we miss. And for example, what Sir shared, Mom shared, everyone have experienced it. Not like something, but we didn't know how to handle it. Maybe we tried our own trial and error, where we went wrong most of it. And we also experienced some few things. The parenting, I have learned from my mother, so saying that how my mother used to raise me, the same thing we follow. But nowadays, mothers are not there with most of the parents. So they follow their own way. So this was really helpful and I look forward to many more events. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Actually, I went and thank this team. Actually, it's a very good program. And I was very excited what Chandra said will come up. It was very helpful and I'm a doctor actually. So it's quite easy way for people and are mentioned, actually. There will be some consciousness behaving as a parent. Whether I'm missing something, whether I'm doing good or not, like that, thoughts will be there. So once I listen to others and speech, I'm very happy that I'm going the proper way and the right way. So it was very nice. I think the parents are less. So I was disappointed from this. So the next programs, I'm expecting good number of parents like this kind of programs. So it was very nice, and I think I was thankful for other parents also. It was very nice.
One more thing I would like to add, so please, if possible, give this on a Sunday so that I can pull the fathers also in. They easily skip over saying office, work, duty, because they have to understand it's not single task. So if you're on Sunday, I think they have a
We are afraid people will get up early on Sunday. That is only that one day. Even on that, you are calling us by 10 o'clock to school. What we were also thinking.
It's sometimes that mother will take care. Their role is also very important.
Right. Thank you. Anybody else wants to share their opinion?
Thank you so much for sitting so long, and I hope it was really helpful. Word of thanks by our Dhanlakshmi ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm pleased to be standing here on behalf of management. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Ramle sir. We appreciate your professionalism and want to thank you for listening thoughts. I'm very sure parents will take very valuable inputs on the day. Our sincere thanks to Chandra ma'am for entering after sir to us, and definitely we look forward to hiring you speak again in the near future. Thank you for giving us your time. Our sincere thanks to all our dear parents and well-wishers for your unwavering support for making today even the grand success. Last but not least, I thank all the faculty and support staff. Thank you. Take care and have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, thank you all so much for coming today. And of course, we are also very disappointed seeing the crowds. Very less number of parents have come. But yeah, we'll try to arrange one on Sunday and see how the turnout is. Hopefully,
They will make sure they'll
so hopefully it'll be a bigger kind of audience will be there next time, because it's always better to learn in a bigger group, right? Because a lot of experience are shared in the group, and then there's a lot of learning from each other. So hopefully we'll be able to do that next time.
So thank you, dear parents. Definitely, I'm sure you're going to take all the inputs today. And thank you, Akshara sir and Chandra ma'am. And many more workshops. We will try to arrange almost every month. And as Mr. Bannon, we do want a big crowd because, definitely we try to do it on a Sunday and let's see, hopefully all the parents will join us. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Take care.
You can disconnect.